Hey everyone, this is Do Your Own Research. I'm new to this whole shooting your own video thing, so bear with me. Okay, I'm gonna give y'all some tips here on everyone who's feeling the pinch of being unemployed right now. Let me give you a little hint. Get your CDL. I'm out here, as you can tell, I'm a truck driver with my CDL. So long as you got your CDL, people, you will always have a job. I may not be rich, I may not be all Philly goody and everything, but I'm letting you know, it beats being homeless, it beats being broke. You make good money. It may not be 3 figures depending on what company you go to, but you will always have a job. And yeah, some companies out here in trucking don't work out, but it's work, it's money, it's really good money. I get paid more than I ever did working at a grocery store. 14 years to remind you, to let you know. But it's really good out here. It's not violent, it's not rough. Yeah, sometimes you don't always get to do what you want. You go where they send you. In some cases, you go where you need it. And to these West Coast drivers, everybody who feeling a pinch like UPS, there's truck driving jobs out here, folks. It's not the end of the world. The Midwest, East Side, South, all doing fine. It's the ports that's suffering due to the tariffs on China. But I can't help but get giddy. That's what America gets for putting all their eggs at the port on China. China. We could have had Japan, South Korea, Australia, but no, everybody want to put all their eggs in China. Bruh. Y'all crazy for that, folk. Look. Training for your CDL could be free. Well, no, it's not free. You can either get a loan by going through a trucking company, working it off in a year, or, and that will only cost you about $5,000, and they will take it out of your paycheck for 1 whole year. And you will make more than enough to not even feel it. There's doing it independently through truck driving school. Like, they will ask for $5,000 up front or in payments. Okay? You have options. You lost your job? Okay. Get your CDL. See the country. It's not bad out here. Unless you're just simply an a-hole and you lack common sense on how to hold a straight line down the road. The most difficult thing they're going to ask you to do is back the truck. Honest to God, the most difficult thing about being out here is holding your straight line and backing. Those 2 things are the most difficult parts of the job out here. Become a truck driver. It's actually fun. At some truck stops, some truckers will whip out a grill and it becomes awesome. Yeah, you can't drink, you can't smoke weed, you can't do drugs, and when DOT signal you to pull into the way station, you gotta pull in. Nothing can cover the windshields other than your cell phone on the left corner of the window and your GPS, your main GPS system is on the lower end of your windshield. Guys, it's not hard. You don't have to know how to drive a manual to become a truck driver. And a manual is a stick shift for those who don't know. You don't have to drive a stick shift. They got automatic trucks that work perfectly fine. As long as you're not out here thinking you can do whatever you want, whenever you want, as long as you're not telling people on how to do their job, as long as you're not being an asshole, as long as you're not sitting at the pumps and taking up everybody else's time just sitting there, you will be fine and not dangerous as people think. When you see it's raining too hard and you don't feel confident enough to drive in the heavy rain pour, pull over, tell your dispatcher, I don't feel safe. By law, they can't do anything. If you see snow and you can't see the road, pull over. Guess what? I don't feel safe. You see ice, I don't feel safe. They ain't gonna bother you. Because that by law. Avoid New York is all I can say. As far as avoiding a state. New York is, avoid the 5 boroughs of New York. Unless you're from New York. Guys, this is not hard. It's not the end of the world with these layoffs. There are jobs. It may not be the job you want, but it's a job. I love it out here. I thought I would not love it out here, but I do. You might not be able to tell with my hair because I haven't been home in like, what, 3 weeks? But you get to sleep on a regular schedule. If you feel too tired, all you gotta do is tell them you're feeling fatigued. By law, they're gonna let you get a little bit more rest in. Because it's dangerous to drive fatigued. Guys, I'm 38. I'm out here truck driving. I'm about to get married soon. I want to provide for my wife. Either you got 2 options, guys, and all of them don't involve unemployment. There's construction men. There's truck driving men and women. Because guess what? If you're married and drive teams, trucking companies are going to love you guys. Because the truck is always rolling. The trucking company don't have to worry about the trucker and prostitutes because the wife is on the truck with them. Not only that, guys, when you are a married teen, y'all guys get pushed up to the front for loads, especially the good loads. Or you can be an owner operator. The husband out here on the road, the wife running the company, running the business side of things. That's what me and my wife about to do once we get married. Bruh, there is so much money to be had out here in the trucking world. So what? And that is a 6-figure job. Depending on how you run and what company you join up with, which right now, the 3-figures companies are laying everybody off. But I made in the past 3 years, $84,000 to $94,000 a year. Dang near close to 6 figures. Y'all have options. Y'all don't have to go to a 4-year college. $5,000 is enough. All it takes is $5,000 in a CDL, and you make that $5,000 back in 5 weeks. 5 weeks. You make all of that $5,000 back. And then you make some more. What would you do with $5,000 every 5 weeks? Or most companies now are offering $2,600 a week. And if they take away the taxes, like my boy is saying to do, once they take away income tax and all these extra taxes they're taking out of their checks, you get an additional $300 to $400 raise. What are y'all doing? Who taught y'all new kids? Bruh. Who taught y'all new kids? Look, get out here, get your feet wet. Like the company I'm with, they gave me a TV. I'll be back here playing PlayStation when I'm not driving for 2 hours. For 2 hours before I go to sleep, if I'm not on the phone with my wife, I'm playing PlayStation. Look, man, my wife just started texting me. I gotta go. Y'all wise up. Get your CDL. Be some grown adults. Grow up. Grow up. Grow some nuts and get out here. Leave home. Y'all get to come back every week, maybe 4. You get 4 weeks out at most companies and 4 days home or 7 days home. Get out here. 4 weeks out, you going home with 4 stacks. $4,000. If you decide to stay out longer, let's say 17 weeks, you got $17,000. If you run. And it ain't hard. You're going to be driving like 8 hours with breaks in between. So maybe 7, maybe 6 hours. Then you take your break for 30 minutes. And then you run for another 2. And then you find a Love's, Pilot Flying J, a KC somewhere, a Quick Trip. Not Quick Trip with a K, I mean with a Q, but a Quick Trip with a K. You might find one of those out here. You pull in to the trucking area. You back that son of a up. Good night. Good night. It ain't hard. And it's a good way to pay off your student loans. I only got $5,000 in student loans. And I pay that off in 5 weeks. Being out here. Only real physical thing you do, really, you fill up the gas, you fill up the DAF, you fill up the reefer if they do reefer or drive-in difference. But you show it to the shipper, you walk in, you hand them the dang paperwork, you open your doors. If it's a live load, which means they're unloading you at a dock door, unloading, live unload, they're unloading you at a dock door. It's good money. And I drive in a week about 3,000 miles by myself. With my teammate, 5,000, 6,000 miles. With a teammate, yo, I'm driving 5,000, 6,000 miles a week. That's $3,000 before taxes. Before taxes, 3,000. Look, kids, multiply what's 3,181 miles times 55 cents. Figure that out. That's how much I make before taxes. Now, some pay 65 cents, others pay 72 cents. The really good companies pay 72 cents for each driver. So, like I said, teams make roughly around 5,000, 6,000 miles off average. Multiply that by 72 cents, 0.72. What does that equal? Look, I'm about to start making more videos like this, and I'm gonna post it. Guys, y'all young bloods, get out here. Y'all wonder how y'all parents made all this money? If it ain't from the military, it's from this. It's from truck driving. I help you. I'll point y'all in the right direction. It's up to y'all guys to take the leap of faith and get out here and become adults. Move out. Be an adult. Get laid. Okay? Do y'all thing. The Gen Z or whatever they call these little new kids, y'all don't have to be out here racking up student loan debts. $5,000, all you need. 5,000 in comparison. Get out here. You're gonna love it. It's freedom. You will have a financial future. You can buy that car you want. You can get that apartment you want. Just save your money for a year and watch it rack up. I'm saying this because I care. Y'all my brothers, y'all my sisters. We're American. I want what's best. Either go to trade school, go into construction, man, or get your CDL. Get your CDL and watch the money come. There is no get rich quick. You budget, you save, and you save again. I got a vacuum, I got a stove, I got a TV, I got a microwave, I got ramen noodles, I got bread, I got mayonnaise, I got lunch meat, I got steak. Yeah, y'all heard me. I got steak in my refrigerator. And if you do some box trucks, hold on, what they call them, straight trucks companies, it's set up like a studio apartment in the sleeping area. You even get running water. Can you believe that? In their trucks. Guys, it's not hard out here. But with that being said, I'm done. Y'all do what y'all want. Keep on struggling with that life. Go out here, prostitute, sell drugs, become a gang banger or wannabe gang banger, whatever. Or you can do better. Avoid student loan debt. Take out about $5,000 of a loan, if that. Some places will charge you about $2,000, but the regular going price for a really good trucking school is roughly around $5,000 just to train you on how to back and hold a straight line. Those are two objectives: backing, holding a straight line, doing your pre-trip and post. Those are your main objectives. But if you do end up doing this, start off as a team. Do 2 to 3 years as a teammate. Get efficient. Being a teammate, consider it training to get the hang of the trucking world, especially during your first winter. Don't be like these idiots out here who don't know what they're doing, who waited till they hit about 35 to become a truck driver and seeing just how good life really is. What are you waiting for? You're scared? Your parents can ride with you. It's like what? $1.95 a week out of your paycheck for each person who rides with you. $1.95 a week per person. Quit being scared. Y'all better than this. Y'all are the future of this generation. Get better. Be better. Grow up before it's too late and you start getting grades before you know it.